I really hope Rich asks me about a motto this week because I've got some really good ones lined up. Let's listen and see.
Should we have a chat before the theme, or should we just go straight into the theme?
Are you ready to rumble?
Let's get ready, ready, let's get ready, ready, let's get ready, 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 let's get ready, ready, let's get ready, 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 rumble!
What a fucking rotter.
Are you ready
Oh,
to
you
rumble?
stupid fucking idiot. Fuck it up.
Oh dear, oh dear. Auspicious beginnings.
Well,
for the second
I love that
episode
band.
of Two Ronnies
Here
Rocking.
we go.
I'm Gran.
Who are you?
What?
Who are you?
What are you doing?
Football?
No football.
Who are you?
I'm Gran. As everybody listening knows,
Allow me to let you to introduce.
help me, help you, help me, help you.
Please allow
help
me
me.
to let you introduce yourself. Go. You don't know.
Fan favourite, Grande Intenso.
Here he is, and you're listening with your ears to the Funky Boastful Man, TMFB.
TMFB.
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
All day long.
Indeed. Pretty excited about today.
I'm jumping out of my seat.
Can you believe it?
I'm tumescent with glee.
Are you going to tell the viewers
don't-
what's happening?
Just let them, I don't know, whether we just let them hear it. Should we tell them?
I'm going to tell them.
Tell them.
I'm very excited. We're both very excited.
Mhm.
Got a exclusive interview
Mhm.
with the lead singer of the Rolling Stones tribute band.
Who's still doing that joke?
They're still doing it every time. It's only Stephen
Steven Tyler from the band Aerosmith. Aeroflot on the line, hot from Miami City.
Amazing. Well,
USA.
let's just get cracking
Can
on
that
with the
satellite
interview,
link
shall
up? Yeah,
we?
absolutely.
So we look as if we're all connected there. So Mr. Tyler, lovely to have you on the show. I hear you're very big fans, and likewise,
big fans.
We're fans, right big
Gigantic
fans.
fans.
So just to kick things off, some questions. Just if you just tell me about the early days of your band, that would be a good start. I
Yes,
think.
please.
Well, you know, the band met in New England, and I was...
Where?
my parents had a
England,
small
you said.
resort up there, and I was put to work every summer. I mowed fields and dug ditches and put in water lines and rolled the tennis court and just did a ton of
tennis
stuff.
court?
So I've got that
He rolled.
country boy get up and go in me. So did Joe.
yeah.
We grew up around the lake, and
Who?
Tom
What?
and Joey and Brad. And so
No, never
we
heard of him.
decided
Sorry.
early on
Never heard of
that
him.
we were going to we just wanted our big toe in the door.
Ouch.
That that's all we needed. We were going to make it. And we're going to blow every band we played with off the map and
Off they go.
off the stage. So there was no MTV back then. We
Wow.
played
Right.
everywhere we could. And by 90, we started in 91. By 98,
He started
we played
in
every place in
91.
every state in the United States.
Who's he kidding?
But Alaska and Hawaii 7 times, 8 times. And so
No.
No,
No time.
that's it. We love to play. We love getting audiences off. I guess that's it.
Oh,
Oh, right, really? I'm not sure I like the sound of that.
the sweat from my
Anyway,
brow.
So, what do you think about,
I think a good lyric
Oh, yep.
and a good melody. And when you put
There
those
you go.
together, it's just there's magic.
Huh.
And, you
That's
know,
magic?
radio loved us, thank God. You know, that's what making it means, that you
Yeah.
get embraced by. And,
What do you think about
and it
the
becomes the backdrop of a year,
a year,
2 years.
2 years,
My high school, which is 4 years.
5 years?
And it became that. And again, I don't know what to say. We were lucky.
Well,
We hit
don't.
on
Well, just let me
good
talk.
chorus. Don't bore us. Get to the chorus.
Yeah.
I remember Tom playing that. And I just went, sweet emotion. It spread out that
What
line.
was that?
Yeah.
word.
Well, I do not
Groups
do.
of group of words.
do not
Real
do that again.
nice. And it was. It just happened to work, you know. And,
Yeah.
And, the chorus of Dream On, and there were bits and pieces that I wrote when I was 16, and then 18, and by
We're just gonna
20,
play
I
some
had
music
a nice,
now.
19.
I had the
Just going to put a
show
little
of
bit
the
of
song.
song on, I think. See,
When the band
Has
got
he put that
together,
on?
we were
Has he put his
a
own
couple
music
songs
on?
short,
No, that's
so I
me.
wrote Make It for that
turn it off.
album. I
Yeah.
wrote One Way Street,
Yeah.
and I
The
finished
lean
Dream On.
years.
So,
Yeah.
hey, the lean years, right?
Oh,
We got a contract with
yeah.
Columbia. Oh my God,
Oh,
what are we gonna do
Colombia.
for songs? And so,
Oh
my God, what's the mother invention?
Necessity.
freaking out that you got your big toe stuck in the door.
No, pretty sure that is.
Yeah.
And you're screaming, and someone says, "Scream something other than a scream."
Oh, wait, no, I think it's necessity.
When I text my kids, I read it back.
Yeah. You
Because
text
I'm
your
out
kids.
here on tour mode, and I kind of live like that in my mind. I kind of live spontaneously from moment to moment. But when you're like that with your kids, you pay the price big.
Oh,
If you
big
don't
price.
think that thought out first,
Yeah.
you're going to get
Thanks.
flambéed. I'm not so good because I'm not around Dad.
Round Dad.
They've seen me
It's a
on stage,
very
they know my passion,
slim dad.
but they keep me in place. I've had some problems in life where I got caught up in drugs and caught up in relationships
Yep.
of anger, and they've sensed it. You know, I saw a brochure from 1912
Ugh.
of my family, the Tallarico brothers.
Oh,
That
God.
one played cello, one played viola,
Violin.
one played piano, one played guitar, and they'd get on a
Pianola.
train because that's all there was back then. and
Yes,
play in these
so
fabulous
so
hotels.
boring family
These
stuff,
guys
isn't it?
were on tour. They left their significant others and went on
Yeah.
tour.
Mhm.
Did
Well,
they have
what do you?
relationships with strange ladies in the lobby?
I don't know,
Bet you.
mate. I don't tell
Did
me.
they
I don't know.
see a side of life that was way different than that mundane living in New York City?
It's very
working
mundane
9 to
living in
5?
New York
Yeah.
City. I think we can
They were
agree.
gypsies.
Definitely.
And my band,
Definitely
we
the
were
most
that.
boring
I
town.
Band of
remember
gypsies.
growing up under the piano as young as,
What?
Oh
like,
God,
I remember when I was,
16?
oh that's
I don't
horrible.
remember how old I
That's
was.
child abuse, isn't
But
it?
I could just finally reach. It was my father had a baby grand. In the living
Great
room
story.
of this apartment.
What about
The
when?
living room was.
Tell us
I
a.
think that it was 9 feet by 14 feet. That was the living room. 9 feet. This was in the Bronx.
Tell us
I
how
lived
big the
under my
room was
father's
again,
piano, and
Stephen.
When I could finally stand up,
Yes,
and reach
finally.
the bottom, which is the soundboard,
Yep.
Right.
I would put my fingers on it and lift
On they
myself
go.
up like a monkey. I'd play, and I remember looking
Like
up
a
and
monkey.
grabbing the soundboard, and
Yep,
I pulled
grab
this
it.
inch of dust down that went into my eyes, and I couldn't see. But
Yeah, Rich.
that was the
Do you want
fairy
to just
dust of
reach over?
notes
Do
that my
you
father
want to just
played.
reach over and pay the? Oh,
Oh,
oh, there we go. That's a shame, isn't it?
that's unfortunate.
Satellite link up has gone down there. We've lost Stephen. I'm sure we're going to try and get him back at some point during the show.
Almost definitely going to happen.
Almost certainly,
Almost
we'll get
definitely
him back.
gonna happen.
Where can we possibly go from that? Funky boastful man.
Now on to Rower's Rotting Handbook. It's time for Desert Island Discs, presented by me, Richard Rutter. Our guest this evening, you've probably heard his 1974 hit Bottle Tops. You've probably heard him on the two Rogering Rioters album soundtrack with his that he presents. It is, of course, Daniel Rutter. Welcome.
Welks, thank you for having me. It's quite a surprise that you let me do this bit, actually, because I never thought you'd really taken me that seriously as a musician, and so I never really thought you'd take my opinion on what records I'd like to take to a desert island that seriously. So thank you very much.
Yeah, that's interesting. Tell me about what it was like growing up.
Well, I mean, you know what it's like growing up. We don't. Well, it wasn't easy. I mean, our father was an inventor. Our mother was a female inventor, or an inventrix. That's an outdated term these days. You just say lady inventor or gyno imagineer. But it was difficult. I was lonely. I only really had you for company, and
Yes, I see.
and we didn't always get on
I see.
that well. And but we were, we lived a comfortable life. We were privileged, which is why I kind of, when I started working in the music industry, adopted more of a sort of a rough and ready style. Because in the 70s, you had to have a kind of working class lad done good to make it in the
I see.
in the pop world. Because we grew up really quite privileged. We lived in a bubble. We lived in a literal bubble. Our mum and dad created a geodesic dome for us to live in, and told us that the world outside had been rendered uninhabitable by a gas that was released by not going to bed on time.
I see.
So it wasn't easy, but it made me who I am. It made me the musician, the mostly musician and occasional podcaster that I am today.
Tell me about the first disc that you would like to take to a desert.
Well, it's one of my early influences whilst I was making my own music. It's the album Daryl Hall and John Oates by Hall and Oates.
Let's have a little listen. The smooth, blue-eyed soul of Daryl Hall and John Oates.
Yeah, this
Tell me why you would take this to a desert.
well, this album came out just before my own debut, Sweet to Semi-Sour.
I see.
And I've always thought that their chemistry was wonderful. I think that Daryl Hall is an excellent songwriter, excellent musician. I think about John Oates a lot as well. And this album in particular has got a very shiny cover. So if you were trying to have a suntan on a desert island, you could shine it onto your face or other parts of your body that you wanted to get a suntan. And also, if you felt the need to perhaps attract the attention of a passing plane, you could reflect the sun up towards the plane with the cover of the album.
That's very interesting. Tell me about your family holidays.
Well, we didn't really have holidays as such. We lived in essentially a gigantic greenhouse. But sometimes Dad would stay at home and we would go out in the tent, and you would sleep in a sleeping bag with Mum in the tent, and I would forage for berries for you out in the
That's
the
very
greenhouse. It was a hard time, but it was on one of these early expeditions that I first came across the beautiful ruby red grapefruit.
Tell me
which,
about your next choice of disc that you would take to a desert.
Okay, I would take the album Black Moses by Isaac Hayes.
Let's have a little listen to that. The smooth soul stylings of Isaac Hayes there.
I've always thought of him as something of a contemporary of mine. I don't necessarily think that I had much of an influence on him, but he definitely had an influence on me. He was a great producer. He was...
And why would you take this album with you to the desert?
Well, this album came out at the same time as my side project, Red Blush, who released our album Teaspoon Not Included. And I've always felt that as the gatefold sleeve makes a cross shape, you could fashion a very effective shovel out of it to perhaps dig a shelter on a desert island, or maybe even wear it over the top of your own head to protect you from the sun's powerful rays.
That's very interesting. Tell me about your near-death experience.
Well, my near-death experience is that you held me underwater for 3 minutes and I died.
That's interesting. And after that?
And then after that, I couldn't have a bath for 5 years.
Tell me about your next disc that you would like to take to a desert island.
The next disc I would like to take to a desert island will be Country Life by Roxy Music.
And let's have a little listen to that. Smooth, well-dressed stylings of Brian Ferry and his band Roxy Music.
I think everyone can agree that it's a classic album. But also, for me, the main reason I would take this to a desert island is because there's a picture of 2 young ladies on the front of it, and one of the young ladies you can completely see her nipples. So if I was stranded on a desert island, I would like to see the young lady's nipples and her breasts, which remind me a lot of the delicious sweet to semi-sour tangy juice of the ruby red.
That's very interesting.
Yep.
Tell me about your psychedelic experience.
My psychedelic experience would be when you harvested the mushrooms that grew around the edge of the dome, and you fed them to me when we were 9 years old, and then you killed our cat in front of me, and I see that every night as I go to sleep.
That's very interesting.
And the only thing that gets me through it is the memory of that sweet morning when I woke up to find that my mother had cut up a beautiful ruby red grapefruit.
Tell me about your next choice of
Okay.
disc that you would like to take to the desert.
Ooh, okay, right. Well, I mean, to the best of my knowledge, in 1994, it was Sonic Youth that released the album Noise Embryo, so it's going to be Sonic Youth.
Ah, I see. Let's have a little listen.
This generation rules the nation with version.
The art noise styling of the New York band Sonic Youth there.
Um,
And tell me why you would take this to a desert.
Well, whilst not being contemporaries, 1994 was when I released my best of album, Segments, which contained my top a remix of my top 1974 hit smash Bottle Tops, along with the Christmas version of Bottle Tops, and mostly new tracks other than that, to be honest. But the reason I would take Noise Embryo to a desert island is only one copy was ever released, and it was released in a CD player of a Mercedes-Benz, and so it would be very useful to have a internal combustion engine on desert island for a variety of reasons.
That's very interesting.
Thank you.
And then Oxford.
We did go to Oxford once. We went punting on the river, and you kicked me into the river.
I think we can all agree that that was a very great day.
I mean, yeah.
Tell me about your next disc that you would like to take with you to the desert.
Well, I mean, I know that we're allowed to take the Bible and the complete works of Shakespeare, and those are collections and very useful because obviously they'd make fantastic kindling on a desert island.
I see.
And so I'd like to cheat a little bit, and I would like to take a box set of the complete works of the Beatles.
Yeah. Let's have a little listen to the Beatles. The Beatles there, with their Liverpool Scouser mop top stylings.
Well,
Tell me about the time you met George Harrison.
well, I didn't meet George Harrison. You somehow, when we were 10 years old, got hold of a magazine, and I fielded some questions in the magazine. You sent it out, and I won the competition to meet George Harrison. And then you locked me in the cupboard, and you went to meet George Harrison, and you found out that the outside world was in fact breathable and livable, and yet when you came home, you still pretended that it wasn't. And I had to go to school in a classroom full of robot children, and my best friend, other than you, was a robot, and I named her Sarasvati after the goddess of knowledge and literary arts, including music, literature, and speech. And your best friend, when we were little, was a robot too. Do you remember what he was called?
I do.
What was his name?
Metal John.
Metal John was his name. And you asked Dad to program him to bully me. You said it was part of a social experiment. And he would say, "I fucked your mum, I fucked your mum," and he would say it in our dad's voice because Dad recorded the tape. And I have not been able to lay with a woman since then.
I see. That's very interesting.
And the reason I would take the Beatles box set to a desert island is I could stand on top of it and pull a coconut down from a tree, probably.
That's very interesting too. Tell me about your last choice on that you would take to a desert island.
Well, my last choice would be my own record, Sweet to Semi-Sour, my debut from 1974, which includes my I think fair enough to say classic track, Bottle Tops, about a simpler time when people would enjoy the tops of milk bottles rather than perhaps an electronic gaming device or clackers.
I see. That's very interesting. Let's have a little listen
Let's
to
listen to a lot of that now.
Bottle Tops.
Let's listen to
by
all of
Tip
Bottle
of the
Tops.
Hat.
Just listen to Reg Claymore on drums there. His 4/4 beat, unbeatable, unshakable.
I see. And
Do you-
why would you take this?
No, just don't
Oh.
talk up. Just let it play. Just let it play. Turn it up. There we go.
I remember breakfast time when I was just a lad. We didn't have a lot of things, but we're glad for what we had. We'd all sit around the table and we share a slice of toast.
Manny Pedalo on bass.
Dad would check the doorstep for the thing we love the most. Because Jimmy at the dairy down the lane, he made special milk bottle tops to brighten up our day. And they were gold tops, silver tops, pink and blue for tiny tots, red and white in summertime for strawberries and cream, camouflage for Sergeant Pugh. McDonald's got a white and blue, a rainbow hue for me and you, 'cause life is but a dream. At lunchtime in the playground, we would swap the tops at school. Now they might not have had football stars on, but we thought that they were cool. The boys would pick the best ones and then flatten them with care.
It's quite popular to sing flat
Give
in
one
those days.
to the girl they liked, who'd wear it in her hair. And when we all grew up and fell in love,
Ben on keys.
we made wedding rings from golden tops that fit just like a glove. And they were gold tops, silver tops, even ones with polka dots, red and white in summertime for strawberries and cream, camouflage for Sergeant Pugh. McDonald's got a white and blue, a rainbow hue for me and you, 'cause life is but a dream.
Jeff Beck there. Cost £500.
Jimmy died, the crowd was out the door, and in every single buttonhole we wore, well, we wore gold tops, silver tops, pink and blue for tiny tots, a blue for John the policeman, and the grocer wore a green, a red for Fred the Chinaman, Paddy wore a black and tan, a rainbow hue for me and you.
Right, this is the original 1974 version, not the updated 1994 version. I would like to say that I didn't understand the role of the Black and Tans in the Irish Revolution, and would apologise for any offence caused by the song today.
That's very interesting.
And I would take it because it came with a grapefruit juicer.
Daniel Rutter, this is your Desert Island Discs.
Of course, due to the SSRIs that I'm on now, I'm actually not allowed to eat them. So, it's been quite hard for me the last couple of years, to be honest. It's really the only thing I have. What a belter!
Well, I think
Yeah.
I'd say to everybody who listens to that will definitely enjoy it.
It's nice to be back in character
Here we go.
instead of being a sad man again.
Oh.
It's nice to be fun time GI tracked, as they're calling me on Twitter, Grande Intenso.
See, what's up next?
What's up next?
What's up?
What's not up next?
What's up?
It's everybody's favourite bit of the show.
Ding, 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 ding. Know what time it is?
I think it might be time for whoosh. It's time for social media roundup time.
Yeehaw.
Oh, here he is again.
There he is.
It's
Mr.
Robot Cowboy.
Cowboy Robot's his name.
I reckon that's probably, and I'm guessing because I haven't done a Twitter poll. Probably I'll read his favourite character so far.
Almost
His
definitely.
Social media is Robot Cowboy.
Almost definitely. 100%.
Oh, science.
You know what the time is? It's that time again.
That time
It's
again.
Everyone's favourite time of the day.
Literally everyone's favourite time of the day.
What's occurring on social media roundup this time?
Well, on social media around this time, we're bringing the internet to you, the listener, so you don't have to go digging. So this is kind of like a crate digger's guide, but for all the digital entertainment that you can find on the internet.
Tell me all about it.
Well, this week we're going to be doing YouTube Theatre.
What's that?
Well, that is going to be where we bring the internet to you.
And how are you going to do that?
We're going to tell you all about the hottest new videos.
Such as?
My new favourite video, Epic Fails of 2014.
Also mine.
Okay.
I think this one's going to probably go viral.
Okay. Let's have a go. Here we go. Best fails 2014. Someone on a surfboard. Oh, down they go. That's it. Okay, right back to the beginning.
Fails of the
year. Brilliant.
This
is a pretty lady. Oh, this is an advert, I think.
This looks like
yeah, it's an advert or something, I think.
Let's skip on a bit.
Skip a bit.
Taking turns, yeah?
Oh, run.
Oh,
yeah, right, you go.
You go first.
Right, I'll go first. Okay.
My turn.
Let's work doing the wheelie.
Man on a motorbike, he's doing a wheelie. One hand, he's come off, he's...
It's a bloke's on a motorbike, he's going down a crack, he's going down a hill. Oh, he's come over his handlebars, he's going to come over his handlebars.
Now, it's just his country... Oh, there's a guy who's just fallen off his skateboard, his friend's running over. Are you okay?
There's some people at a water park, a guy has gone down on a slide on a tyre, but he fell on his bum instead of going down on a tyre.
And this guy, he's just shooting. Just shooting shit up.
There's the people on a surfboard, somebody's surfing along, the camera's on the surfboard, oh, hit by another surfboard, there he goes down, they're both gone down, now they're both in the sea.
This dude, he's jumping off at... Oh, jeez. It does go... Oh.
Now it's just it's a normal everyday street and it's filmed in portrait, and I can see someone coming in from the distance. He looks like a kid on a bicycle, he's gone for a jump, he didn't make the second jump, he fell down and now he's on the floor and he's not looking too clever.
Football pitch, there's a goalkeeper and some goals. Goal! They've scored a goal. It's celebrating. Who are you? Who are you? They're probably thinking. They're running along. He's running along. Big cuddles. No. He's just walked through a window. He's off again. He's running. He's running back. Number 9. He's got on his back. Number 9. Red card. You're off. Off you go. No. There's some disagreement. Yeah, they don't like that.
Oh, what we got now? Some lads on top of containers, jumps from one container to another. Oh, he's hurt himself. Down he goes. He's missing a tooth. How about that? He's not looking too sharp at all.
There's a jetty, what looks like a wedding party. There's a sinking. Yep, up to their knees in water now. Oh.
Okay, a lad up a tree. He's cutting the tree. He's on a ladder. There's a rope up the tree. And the trees come down, and the ladders come down, and the fellas come down, all in one fell swoop.
There's a young lady, she's singing, it's playing a...
I think it was a cat.
Just spat a bit of Bombay mix onto the phone.
These things happen. Selfie stick, we're going down, and we've fallen down on some snow. Oh, ups-a-daisy.
Car driving down the street, this is shot from the perspective, he's just run someone over.
We're looking at a forest, lad comes up on a bike, and lad immediately back down again.
Look at this, it's like a... Oh, this looks like it could be a rickshaw. No, gold buggy. They're just...
We're back in the forest. Lads goes back down. Oh, it's good. He's covered in water by the looks of things.
Unbelievable.
He's miscalculated that.
Once again in a car, shot from the driver's perspective. There's a car in front of them, and it looks like a digger has crashed into the front of the car in front of them, which has then gone into the front of the car that you're looking at from.
Young lad, he's eating a sandwich, or possibly a slice of pizza, a glass of milk. There's another.
Someone's going to tip the bucket on him. This looks like the ice cold challenge. On it goes. He's going to tip it on him. Oh, it's fallen on himself, not the guy he was meant to pour it on.
Very silly.
What a fool!
Unbelievable.
They were laughing.
Here we go. Cheerleaders doing quite an intense choreographed routine in what looks like probably an American football match, I'd say. Although it looks like it might be indoors, so quite a nice arena. And I couldn't tell what was wrong.
This is in a tunnel. Guy on a motorbike just fallen off. His motorbike's gone. He's fallen off. I think he's okay.
Bloke in the garden hitting a beer with his head, and it hurt himself. What a surprise!
Guy in a car, he's driving onto the pavement. Someone's beckoning him in. They're taking off the front of the car. The spoiler is that on the front?
Probably like a
then,
bumper.
If it goes, off it goes. Oh, and now the back of the car's fallen off. He's dragging it along. Stop! His friend's saying.
Unbelievable.
Stop!
What a state.
Unbelievable.
There's a lad. It's filmed in portrait. It's in the kitchen. He's got a fag. He's got a beer. He looks a bit pissed. Oh, no, it wasn't the kitchen. It was the stairs because he's fallen down the stairs. There we go. and we're following. Gone off onto the gravel, bonk, down into the water. What a shame. That's expensive. But the bloke, bloke's all right. So there we go.
He's out.
He's out. He's out. He's out. He's out.
They sound like they're being chased by the police then. This is a man, he's on ice, so I don't think this is going to end well.
On
It hasn't.
ice.
He's fallen in.
He looks like
Down he
Luis
goes.
Guzman.
He's cold.
Yeah,
He's
chilly.
real cold.
Couple of dogs on a couch. One dog's licking another dog. One dog sort of looked like it fell asleep. That's. I mean, now there's a zoom in on the dog's face. That's it.
Right. Here's a guy. He's doing the pole vault in a swimming pool. He's just about made it, but then he's fallen back in again.
Still quite good, guys.
Still, yeah, fair play.
Now, again, this looks like somebody gyrating. I want to say up a tree. It's hard to see from this angle. They've got a broom, perhaps. They're dancing with the broom up a tree. And they're dancing with the broom up a tree. The broom has hit, I think, a power line. They've got a nasty shock, but I think they're okay, so nothing to worry about too much.
So much. And now skydiver now. He's jumped out of the thing. Looks like they're in danger.
Oh, fucking hell.
He looks like he can't undo his parachute. Yep, he's falling head first.
Thanks for that. We're at a water park. There's some sort of log across the... little
Smash.
kid's taking a bit of a tumble.
This guy, he's just whacked his balls on a post.
Now we're indoors. It's a skate park. Fellow on the old roller
This kid,
skates.
smack.
He's always hit his spots.
What's this? Someone's about to do the splits. There's a close-up of a cat's face in it. What's that cat doing? He's having a good... Still doing some
Curiosity
aerobics
killed the
tonight.
cat. Now we're in a kitchen or a back room somewhere. Fella in an apron, baseball cap, black polo shirt with shot in landscape. He's tried to kick his height and he's fallen on the floor, which happened to the best of us.
There's a guy, he's got a gun. It's not a real gun, though, it's a toy gun. He's shot it, it's come back in.
There's a ginger lad in shorts. He's got white socks on. Oh, he slipped on the ice. He's fell on his bum and he's cracked his bonds. Bad time.
Yep, looks like someone at a zebra crossing in a foreign country. To us, here comes a car.
Oh, Jesus.
Christ alive, someone nearly died.
That was a rough one.
Yeah.
The lady
Walk
walked
away, love, walk
Here we
away.
go. Fella's doing a wheelie on the sand, which is a good place to do a wheelie. We're on a quad bike. The other fella's on a motorbike. And we accidentally smashed into a quad bike in front of us and we've fallen off. Hard times.
Incredible. Here's a guy, he's got a guitar, he's at the outside, he's swinging it around his neck, he's smashed himself in the face.
What a dick. Now, what is this, a lamp? What am I looking at?
Soda
A fella
stream.
with a lamp, a soda stream? A fella's got a soda stream. It looks like he's made a smoothie in a soda stream. That can't happen, can it? He's pressing the button down. We all know what's going to happen here. We've all used a soda stream. He's trying to take it out of the soda stream.
Uh-oh.
It's gone all over the living room
it's
and
gone
it's sort of popped. That's classic soda stream behaviour, to be honest.
Gone all over the wall.
Absolutely disastrous.
And the work surface. There's a guy on the skis, we're looking at him from his skis, I think. Oh, no, he's
I think
fallen
so.
over.
Yeah. There we
Gosh.
go. Oh, there's a cat eating baby's food off the baby tray. Cat's gone off with the food. Baby looks a little unimpressed with that, and that's life, kiddo.
There's a guy driving in his car, he can look out the window, there's a lorry in front of them. There's another lorry on the other side, it looks like it's coming for road. There comes another lorry.
Ooh.
Oh, there's an explosion. This is just a horrific pile-up.
That's nasty. Couple of kids slapping each other. This is more like it. In a skate park. Kung fu fighting. Oh, and the kicking kid fell down. He looked the coolest, but now he looks the less cool.
This is a train, like the trains you see on holiday. They're just driven into a car. Yep, you know the trains.
Couple of kids, couple of young girls jumping in and out of a sprinkler. Big lad jumps on the sprinkler, hits his bum on the sprinkler. Looks a bit silly.
Unbelievable. Guy in a red shirt, he's got a baseball cap.
Fella, Louis Theroux's playing violin to a bird. The bird attacks him. Not cool.
Yeah. Here's a lady, she's sitting on the sofa, she's just talking, she's sitting next to a cat. Cat just bit on her bosom. Yep, here we go again, she's talking. Talking. He's done it again. Oh, he clawed her right on there. Oh,
Triple X rated.
Painful.
Triple X
Painful.
rated.
Oh, now he's bitten her hand. Oh, get away, cat. What are you doing? Yeah, stop it.
Grief.
He's very loving, she said, but he's not. He's because he
That's
keeps
the joke,
biting
isn't
her.
it? That's the joke.
Yeah, get down, cat. Hit it.
Bottom of a ski slope. Looks like, is it an indoor ski slope? Not sure. Oh, but if fella's hit a dog, that's not on, is it? I don't like that at all.
Next up, there's a little boy in the bathroom. Someone scared him. Oh.
Now we're on a go-kart, and along we go. We're going at quite a clip, going around a corner to the left. Oh, but we've taken it too hard, and we've come over another go-kart off into the gravel
This
slide.
is quite amazing. There's a guy on a horse. He's trying to do. There's a lady on a horse. Tried to do the jump, like the horse jump. but it just went straight into it. And they
Now
got off.
we're on a BMX bicycle on a little ramp. Oh, but we hit the ramp. We didn't quite hit it right.
Gone in the water.
Gone in the water.
There's some cars and a interstate junction. There's a guy just slid across on a bike.
A couple of skaters. One's got coffees. He's dropped his coffees. Quite a hirsute young man. Quite handsome, but a bit silly looking now because he's dropped his coffees. He feels a bit bad. He's striding off. He's got skinny jeans. He's stamped on a skateboard.
A couple of kids on swings, swinging backwards and forwards. They're quite high.
Quite high.
Let's see. Oh, they did a double flip off them.
Could have been worse. Now, where are we? We're out at
impressive.
sea. There's a jet ski. It's come up onto the beach and we've fallen off. But, you know, it's not too bad, is it? I couldn't do better myself.
Very good. There's some guys on a death slide in the park that you get. And he actually died.
Okay. And again, what I would... a swing. Yeah, they definitely died.
Yeah, without doubt. Some surf dudes. Here they are.
Same
The
again,
water.
really, with the surfing. Mountain bike this time. In the woods. Quite a good skid there. Second bloke comes along. Bosh. Straight into a tree.
Smashed his face.
Unbelievable.
Tiny little baby with a tiny little table.
It's an occasional table.
Yeah.
So fireworks, lads running towards the fireworks. Now fireworks coming towards the lads. That's life, isn't it? I suppose, in a nutshell. Bang, bang, bang.
Here we are looking at someone going down a long, steep road on a skateboard. We're in a car behind them. They're doing good. Oh, they've come off.
Bit of a
Now
wobble.
he's jumped in the air and
Down
he's
he goes.
fallen over. He's dropped his balls.
Is that a cockatoo? Would you say? Is opening its mouth towards the camera,
Oh,
and that
now
was
we're
it.
on a motorbike going in between cars and traffic.
Oh,
Just hit an old lady.
shit!
She's
A
knocked
brick.
her over.
Fucking hell.
Watch where you going, love.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus.
he's only going
Christ.
20, wasn't he?
Bloody
Get
hell.
out of it.
It's a tree. It's going to fall on a house. It didn't fall on the house. It fell on the man.
Knocked him off his
How about
ride.
that?
So quad bike racing. Up he goes.
Good.
Up on the quad bike through the mud. He's gone into the mud.
Blah,
He's
look at
fallen
that.
off his quad bike into the
What
mud.
was he thinking? Where are we now? Somewhere like Chichester. Bloke's jumping around in a t-shirt. He fell on his shoulder. He's all right though.
Yeah. Should actually be. Can't be a quad bike because bike. Can it? 4-2. No,
Oh, no, it doesn't make any sense.
No, I don't understand that.
Is this mine again? Dog in a fence. Dog ran at a fence. Dog hit the fence.
Oh, some boxing people. What are they? OEPs.
Couple of old lads
Couple of old guys.
having a go in the squared circle.
Bang, bang, punching each other. One's fallen over.
I think the old
They're
fella's
still going
hitting
at
a
it.
young fella, I think is what it is.
He's said enough.
Taking it to bits.
Guys,
Well, there we
he's
go.
had enough.
That's the sweet science for you.
He's had enough.
Parked cars. Car runs into parked cars. I mean, that's an insurance nightmare, but everybody's probably alright, I would imagine. Cars these days, the way they make them.
This looks fun. There's a guy with his shirt off. He's drinking this flaming drink. His face is on fire.
Never ends
His face
well.
is on fire. He's trying to rub it out, but he can't. His face is on fire. Probably that hurts.
Jesus Christ. I
Friends
mean,
are
that
hit-
never ends
hitting
well,
it.
does it?
Head first.
Here we go, we're quite fast into an intersection. Somebody's crossing. We shouldn't have been going that fast, but we're only on a bicycle.
Zebra crossing it. There's egg and spoon race. They're just
Sack race.
Sack race.
Well, I can't see what's happening here. It's night time. Firework. Up it goes. Down it comes. Denouement. Bang. There we go. Just as expected. What goes up must come down.
Indeed. Using his radar. Someone's done a backflip and landed on their head.
Nasty. Little baby. Poke the baby. Baby's got a cake. No cake no more. Drop the cake in front of the baby.
Looking out the front of a car here. Oh, nasty.
Yeah, that'll happen. Kid's got a gun. He's only a little kid. Ginger kid with glasses. He shot the gun and the gun's hit him.
Yep.
He had to keep going.
Here we go.
Right.
Skip to the.
Unbelievable. What a state. What a state.
This-
Couple of lads with a wheelbarrow.
Used
One
to-
has hit the other bum
yeah.
with a wheelbarrow.
Guy
There's
on
a guy
a-
on a snowboard going down a hill. There he goes now. A dog's got him. Dog's humping the kid who's gone down a hill on a snowboard.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Wow.
The video's still going.
Oh yeah.
There's a rod, a glowing rod.
Yeah.
It's a glow stick. He's blown up a glow
Exploded
stick.
in his face.
Just like your mum will warn you about.
Yeah.
Don't put it in the microwave.
Yep.
And blow up a glow stick in the microwave. Can't tell what's happening now. There's another cockatoo. Two cockatoos. This time was on a lady's arms, and she's talking to the cockatoos. She's got glasses on, and a
on the
couple of cockatoos bit.
Oh, she's not happy about that.
And that's the end of the video.
Fair army. There we go.
Well, that's about it for social media roundup
So,
today.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could tell, but one of us thought that we should talk about the rest of the video, and one of us decided that that was the end of the video. And that's
this far.
that's what
Thus far.
that's what the podcast is all about. Compromise, finding a middle ground
Exactly.
between two rotters who would otherwise just be rutting.
It's like a marriage,
Just like a marriage,
a relationship.
any good relationship, really, there's a middle ground to be found.
And on that note, I think we all know what to say next.
Yeah,
Ready?
we're going to say it.
We're ready to go?
On the count of on 3 or after 3?
After 3,
After 3,
2,
2, 1.
1.
Have a good radio times. That's exhausting. Fucking hell.
How do you stop it?
I don't know. Can't
Stop.
remember.